guys, and welcome back to my channel. Alright guys, so let's just jump right into this, right? So as you can see from the title of this video, your girl failed flight attendant training. This is not clickbait. This is real deal flight attendant. I wish they told me appeal, and you guys know I always bring you the real deal. So we're gonna get into that. But before we do, a few things I need to touch base on. One, I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. If you guys keep up with me on Instagram, you guys know I hosted Friendsgiving. It was amazing. Dope food, decor, vibes, everything was on point. Secondly, if you're new to this channel, please do hit the subscribe button and turn my notification bell on because your girl is doing Vlogmas. Yes, I am. So that's gonna be starting in like a week or something because December 1st is around the corner. And what else? Oh, comment down below, you guys. Let me know. I want to know some feedback on this video. Let me know your thoughts when you saw the title. Let me know how you're doing. If you got your CJO, just let me know who you are, where you're from. Comment down below. But I'm not gonna go on and on and on. I got my phone right here because I want to look at something. I want to look at some dates just because this is a real story, and I think it's very important for me to bring something like this to you guys so you guys know what's going on. So, all right, today is November 25th. I flew out to Atlanta on Sunday, November 4th. My flight attendant training was going to be November 5th and 6th. I was going to be done on the 6th, come back to New York. Well, all right, where do I begin? So you guys know when you initially become a flight attendant, you have to go to training. So y'all know, years back, I went to flight attendant training for 7 weeks in Atlanta, got my wings, boom. Well, in order to continue being a flight attendant, y'all, you have to go and train each year. So normally, like, my trainings are in August and I'll study and all of that. You guys, this year, I knew my training was November 4th. Well, I knew I was flying out to Atlanta November 4th, but I had not studied. I ain't even gonna hold you. I did not study. I ain't take a look at zip, zero, nada. Because I've been really busy. You know, I know without a doubt, I said this so many times, but I know my purpose here. My purpose is people, and God uses me to connect with people, and God uses me to do the work that he needs me to do. So sometimes the work is here on YouTube, but as of lately, as you guys noticed, I haven't been posting because the work has been elsewhere. I have been caring for a very sick family member, and my head just was not there. I have not flown in like 2 months. I think I flew sometime in September was the last time. I don't even know. I'll have to look at my schedule because, keeping it real, y'all, I have not been flying. My friends have been so gracious enough to pick up my trips, and I've been dropping stuff and whatever. So your girl did not study. I'm gonna keep it 2000%. Didn't study a thing. So I said to myself, I'm like, I know this stuff good enough that I can study the night before. So by the time I got to my room the night before, it was pretty late, and I probably studied for like an hour. And I'm just one of those people, I'm really anal, so I have to go through each aircraft and each thing that I have to study. Like, each one deserves probably like an hour because I'm just that anal and kind of meticulous, and you know, so on and so forth. So the next day I woke up and I prayed, I did some writing, and I still didn't feel confident, but I was like, you know what? I'm here, I have to go do this. So when I got to the training center that morning, I saw a couple of friends and I was like, whew, relief. So, you know, that made me feel better about, like, and everybody was like, no, none of us feel, you know, prepared. Like, everyone was kind of feeling the same thing. But then I knew, like, I had not applied myself the way that I tell you guys, apply yourself, study, all that good stuff for your trainings and things like that. I hadn't done those things because my mind had been elsewhere. You know, I hadn't been flying, so I hadn't been, you know, touching doors and it's just, like, I hadn't been indulged in the whole aviation world. I had been very disconnected. Yes, I had traveled, and, you know, my fiance and I had went places, but I hadn't been invested in aviation whatsoever, not even a little bit. So just before my training day was supposed to start, two things happened. One, my work device that was required. It just wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. So I was like, just my freaking luck. So I was like troubleshooting that. Then I got a call from the hospital regarding the sick family member, and the news was not good. Like, it was really, really bad. It was really devastating, and my head was just even worse. And, you know, with given the position that I have in this family member's life, I have to make certain decisions and things like that, and I just was like, everything was just ripped out of me. So nevertheless, I was like, I'm still gonna push through. I'm push through, I'm letting my light shine. I'm gonna stay, you know, qualified to fly another year, continue minding my business. This is what I'm gonna do. And I went through the first part of my training, and it was like, if I was able to get a 10, I got like a 20 out of 10. It was fabulous. But my head still was not there, y'all. I ain't even gonna hold you. So after that, it was those dreadful aircrafts that typically have always been my thing. I could just boom, 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 knock them out. But there's certain commands and certain things that go on with each aircraft, no matter what airline you train for. It just depends on the aircraft. And when I evacuated the MD-88, when I didn't get it right the first time, I was like, I said to myself, I said, Lord, if this is not for me, remove me immediately. And I went into my second try, and my head still just was not there. Like, it wasn't. And, you know, I was like, okay, do this again. Did it again. And then I had to go into my third attempt. My third attempt means that, like, I couldn't do it right away. I would have had to wait till the end of the day. So boom, move on to the next aircraft. The simplest of all aircrafts, in my opinion. And I forgot like a simple component of evacuating, and I was like, yeah, I was like, can I have a minute? So I stepped out, and the particular instructor who was testing me, he knows me very well. He's tested me each year. He was there when I was in training. He knows that I know my stuff like this, and he's like, let me talk to you. He's like, what's going on? Soon as I explained the situation to him, because he asked, not because I was looking for a pity party, I'm not even looking for one now. I'm just sharing this with you guys so that whether you're in training, whether you're going through the process, wherever you are, and you're dealing with life outside of that, right? Because that's exactly what it is, right? Nobody's perfect. We all go through things, but what we do is we never let our crown fall off. If anything, we just tilt it to make it straight. Sometimes our crown is a little, you know, a little slanted because things are going through, but we're all kings and we're queens, and we keep our head high and we just keep pushing. And that's what I was gonna do. I was not there to give up. No, honey. That's not what we do. So I told him, and he was like, would you like to leave and go handle that stuff and reschedule? And I was like, because he's like, I know you. He's like, you have been a brand ambassador. Like, you know, you're always so on point. He's like, you do your stuff so quick. And I was like, you know, I had tears in my eyes, and I was like, you know, I think I would like to do that, but first I want to look at my options, like the dates that I could come back, because again, still caring for this sick family member, I knew that there were still appointments and things like that that were coming up that I would still need to be around for. So that's why I had chose the dates that I had initially chose. So, you know, I just felt so grateful, so blessed, just because your character goes a long way. Who you are, who people not even perceive you to be, who they know you to be. That consistency is key. Just even when, you know, I haven't brought you guys a video since October, what, 19th, my Boohoo video, which by the way, my Boohoo code is still active. So if you want to shop, go check that video out. But what I'm getting at is, like, people at the training center, they know me. and my coworkers know me. People know me for my brand. That is who I am. When I bring you guys a video, it is on point, because if it's not, I'm not gonna bring it to you straight up. So that's what you get. You're gonna get the quality over the quantity. But he knew me, and he was like, you know what? He's like, listen, he told me straight up, he said, my mom passed like a year ago. And at that time I said, this can wait. This place can wait. I'm gonna go and take care of my mom. So I just felt so grateful, and everyone who helps me along the way, they were just like, okay, well, you can get your flight out, you can go back to your hotel and get your stuff, you know, this is what you got to do, here are the dates. They were so welcoming, so helpful, so understanding. And in that moment, I couldn't be prouder to work for the company that I work for. I mean, you know, even if you own your own business, nothing is perfect, right? We have things about, you know, our jobs that we don't like, or areas that we personally feel need improvement or whatever. But I was just like, this is what it's about. Like, thank you, y'all. So I chose my dates, and I went back like a week or so ago. And let me just say, before I give you guys the update on if I passed or not when I went back, when I left, you guys, my schedule was coded in such a way that meant I was illegal to fly. Meaning, even though I had, you know, been able to fly before, because I didn't pass training when I went, it was illegal to fly. So I could not pick up a trip. I couldn't do nothing. A freaking 6-day Paris could have popped up, even though I wasn't, you know, looking to get it, because I haven't even flown. I mean, I was still illegal to fly. I had no trips on my schedule because my friends are dope and they took my trips for me, but I was still illegal to fly. So just to look at my schedule, I was like, ooh, like it hurt-ish, kind of, sort of. But then I knew still I had no intentions to fly anyway, because I was doing, you know, this other work, if you will, that God set before me. So anyway, I went back, you guys, and I just wanna look here. So I went out there on November 4th, keep that in mind. On the 5th was my first day of training, failed, and let's see. Then I went home on the 5th. So then I came back. I flew back out to Atlanta on Thursday, November 15th. Oh, that's a story too. I'll share that with you guys. So I flew back out there on the 15th, and I came back to New York on the 17th. And yes, your girl passed. I passed, y'all. Like, honestly though, I have to say, when I went back, I had no doubt in my mind that the first time that I went, I had no business there. A couple reasons. Because when I went back, I met these two amazing flight attendants that I never would have met. And I clicked with them instantly. I never have even seen them. The other thing is, a couple of the instructors, I just kind of made like a bond with them. Like I had never met them before. It was just really amazing. I say to myself, it's because I was there on a Saturday, because the people you're gonna meet during the week are not the people you're gonna meet on the weekend. Just a different breed of folks. Nevertheless, I'm so grateful for everyone that I met, for everyone that helped me along the journey, and just to go through that experience, to be able to come and share it with you guys. So even if you have went to flight attendant training initially and you failed and you were sent home, I want you to reapply and go back and get those wings. If you are were in my situation and you failed your recurrent training, I want you to go back. Like, it's okay if things are not working out. Life happens. We all have so much going on, you guys, and it just is what it is. Like, none of us are perfect. Our makeup may be, do y'all see this beat? Our makeup may be perfect, but we're not perfect. No, I'm joking. But let me just tell y'all, when I flew back out to Atlanta, y'all, My flight was scheduled for 4 o'clock, and this is when, you know, Mother Nature decided to bring New York this lovely nor'easter. My flight was delayed like 2 or 3 times. It was crazy. The pilots had timed out. They had to not evacuate, but get everybody off the plane. Then we recrewed. It was a hot mess, and I was like, thank God that I've actually studied and I feel confident going in, because if I didn't, like, with the back and forth, we got off the aircraft twice. The flights were canceling and everything, and I was just like, Lord, please just let me make it out there. And talking to so many of my friends, some of them had to jump seat just to get out there for their CQ, because it was such a mess that, you know, everybody was inconvenienced. Not just me, it was, you know, paid passengers, non-revers, everybody. Working crew, which by the way, the crew was gracious, okay? And the flight leader just kept us laughing. But yeah, so that's my story, y'all. And I went back out there. I passed with flying colors. I came home. My babe had made dinner. She celebrated me. She uplifted me. She congratulated me. I just felt that is how it was supposed to happen. God makes no mistakes. He made no mistakes in my life, and he makes no mistakes in yours. So with that being said, I want you to keep going, and I want you to just continue to stay beautiful, you guys, from the inside to the out. Let your light shine. Let no one or nothing stop you from growing, glowing. And if you want your wings, go get those wings. And to those of you who have got your CJOs, congratulations. Thank you for all the messages on Instagram, all the emails and DMs. I'm so sorry I haven't been able to get back to you guys. I just been dealing with, you know, caring for my family member, and I am just so proud of you guys. If no one has told you, I'm super proud of you. You guys are going to be going to training, and keep my story in mind. Keep that in mind, that I'm going to be a 4-year flight attendant in February, y'all. I failed my requalification. So if you take a test and you don't do well, or if, you know, you're not getting it down packed, be like, Fierceness, you know, look what happened to her. Use me as your example, please. But know that when using me as your example, your girl never gave up and your girl got it done. So I will be dropping another video this week, you guys, maybe another video or 2, and then we're going into Vlogmas. Use me and apply my story to whatever it is in your life where you maybe have failed, and now you just gotta pick yourself back up and dust it off, baby. Dust the haters off, dust it all off, and gracefully go get what you want. So I love you guys so much. In the meantime, in between time, y'all will see me again, but keep your head up, stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in my next video.